In the previous class, we have discussed about the need of reproductive health, and one of the reasons why we need reproductive health popularization is because of overpopulation. The rate of population growth in India is 1.7%, which is an alarming rate, and it could lead to an absolute scarcity of even the basic requirements. The reason for population explosion is increased health facilities, better living conditions, and rapid decline in death rate, decrease in maternal mortality rate and infant mortality rate. And how to contain this? The government has forced to take up serious measure to check this population growth rate. And there are two methods. One is non-contraceptive method, another is a contraceptive method. The non-contraceptive method includes developing an awareness about small family norms such as one child norm, and statutory raising of marriageable age of the female to 18 years and that of male to 21 years, and incentives given to couples with the smaller families. When we come to contraceptive methods, there are different ways, but an ideal contraceptive should be user-friendly, easily available, effective, with no side effects. So let us see which are the different methods of contraception. Among that, natural method. Natural method works on the principle of avoiding chances of ovum and sperm meeting. One among that is the periodic abstinence. As we all know that in the menstrual cycle, on 14th day, the release of egg takes place. Hence, the fertilization chances are very high. So, avoiding this fertile period, that is from day 10 to 17, coitus is called as a periodic abstinence. Then the second one is coitus interruption. That is, the male partner withdraws his penis from the vagina just before ejaculation, so as to avoid insemination into the vagina. The third one is lactational amenorrhea. No menstruation during a lactation period. Chance of fertilization is nil. It is effective up to 6 months. The artificial methods of contraception include barrier method. Principle of working is it prevents physical meeting of sperm and ovum. Such methods are available both for male and female. Example, the condoms. It is a barrier made of a thin rubber latex sheath used to cover the penis in male or vagina and cervix in the female. Used just before coitus so that semen not entered into the female reproductive tract. They are disposable and effective in preventing the spread of AIDS and other sexually transmitted diseases. The other barriers that can be used by female are diaphragms, cervical caps, and valves. The second one is intrauterine devices. These devices are only used by female, inserted by doctor or by expert nurses in the uterus. Non-medicated IUDs, example is a lipase loop. Copper releasing IUD is a copper T, copper 17, multi-load 375. Hormone-releasing IUDs are Progestasert and LNG-20. The principle of working of these IUDs is they increase the phagocytosis of sperm within the uterus. Copper ion released suppress sperm motility and fertilizing capacity of a sperm. Hormone releasing IUDs make the uterus unsuitable for implantation. Then oral contraceptives. This method used by female used in the form of tablets, hence popularly called pills. Pills contain progestogens or progestogen-estrogen combination. Pills have to be taken daily for a period of 21 days, starting within first 5 days of menstruation. Pills are very effective with the lesser side effects. Saheli is an example, and it is popular in rural women. It inhibits ovulation and inhibits implantation. Then there are injections and implants. So progestogens alone or in combination with the estrogen used as injections or implants under the skin by female. And it is effective for long periods. Then emergency contraceptives. These methods are used within 72 hours of coitus or casual unprotected intercourse. Administration of progestogens and progestogen-estrogen combination. Then comes the surgical methods. These are permanent methods. It is also called as sterilization method, advised to both male and female partners. Sterilization process in male is called vasectomy. Sterilization process in female is called a tubectomy. In vasectomy, a small part of the vas deferens is removed or tied up. In tubectomy, a small part of the fallopian tube is removed. In the previous class, we have discussed